Good morning, Sapphire. How's everybody this morning? You guys can type it in. You guys can send me a comment below. You guys know in all of the courses, there's a space below that allows you to send me a comment. Or you can send me an email through discussion board, or you can send me an email through your personal email, whichever, that's fine. But in all the courses, if you guys have a lecture that's there and you got a question on it, go down to the comments area and send me a comment from there, or a question, or whatever, whatever situation you may be in. Right now, I just want to go over the course activity completion sheet. It's basically a data record, and it has all of your classes on it, as well as what you have already completed. So you guys are going to put your name. It's a little small, but I'm going to try to make it bigger. Put your name up there. You're in the coding session. Those of you who are in the billing section, just do the billing portion of this data sheet. Okay, so again, it's the course activity completion sheet. Your assignments are here, and this is where you're going to record your work. All of the course enrollments are here. So all of the courses that are in the program are also listed here, in case you want to kind of go back and see, what all the programs are without actually going into the mainframe. You can print this if you want to, but this thing is like 10 pages, so I wouldn't suggest you print it. I think I have it where you guys can download it. So it's pretty long. I got it in about 190 or 210 visuals, so that's why it looks so big. But it's kind of small in the video. So again, these are all of the courses, your orientations through 1 through 7, coaching for coding, coding book, video chat. What's over there in that corner? Converting metrics. The converting metrics I just put in there. Those are like quarts and pints and things like that, because sometimes something like that is on your CPC exam, where they want to know if you know anything about measurements, and it's just just a word to the wise. I did put that in there. And remember, you guys know I update the mainframe all the time. I'm not changing anything, but I will add something in there that I think you guys need. Sometimes I talk to students or people in the hospital, and they say, what about this? What about that? Do you have anything on this? Do you have anything on that? And I'll do a course on it and upload it. And a lot of that extra stuff is free, so don't worry about that. More than likely, I don't put a price on things that I am encouraging you with, or I'm motivating you with, or I'm giving you to, pass a test or something like that. Okay, so let's finish with this sheet. So it says check off as you complete each enrollment. So if you enroll in medical billing prerequisite, just check it off that you did enroll in it. Okay, because you are going to have a bunch of enrollments when you actually start the class, but you're going to go step by step. All of the orientation, can you see that mouse? All of the orientations do have to be enrolled in, because you guys got to read everything of what's going on in the classroom. The class might not be for you. So, when you do that first orientation and you start reading down and you go, all right, so I really don't want to do X, Y, Z. It might not be for you. So I don't want you guys to go purchasing stuff and you're not going to actually do it. I'm going to keep up with you, though. If I don't hear from you in 5 days, if I don't see you've been in the classroom, or you have not signed in, I'm going to shoot you an email or a text. Okay, so that's the orientations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure you get those. Okay, so you've got anatomy and medical terminology, your beginner ICD-10, your beginner CPT. That's for people who know nothing about coding, people who know nothing about ICD-10-CM. It's also for the people who want to brush up, because you guys know that ICD-10, you see that? I got the mouse on this right now. The ICD-10-CM is massive. That book, when you do get it, you must read the guidelines in that book. Sometimes when you read something for the first time, it's not deciphering to you. To me, anyway, I had to read something 5 or 6 times before I actually, kind of smooth with it. So, the ICD-10 the guidelines is so important. That's why I love the coding initiative. Nobody really needs to bombard you with how to code. The government puts it in black and white. Read it, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it. Boom, you got it. Okay? Even in the CPT coding, if you read the CPT book several times and you start coding and coding and coding, that stuff comes second nature to you. You know not to code 99212 with a 991123 or 231. That's not the code, so it's 99215 or 99213. If the patient is just in dire need and they're sitting that patient in the emergency room, it is not an office visit, 99215. That patient even put on a ventilator or something. So, all of it is invasive. And, that's why I changed the course. I don't want you guys paying $500 and $600 for a full course. And I got students going halfway through the course and they don't want to do it no more. In the meantime, they done spend $500 or $600. So that's why I broke the course up into $25, and I think one or two might be $50 or $40. So just take it slow. SBS is step by step. That is a step by step course. Step by step is the coding course that teaches you how to code. Okay, there's 2 books with that: the handbook and the workbook. Okay, make sure you get both of those books. Again, you can go on thrift.com. You can go on Amazon, whichever you choose, and you do not have to get the new book. You can get 2019 or 220, that's fine. You can even go further than that because nothing's really changed in that book. It's basically to get you used to medical terminology, okay? The modifier course, this course right here, modifier course prereq. This course teaches you what a modifier is. I'm going to put you in the right place to find those modifiers and read it, because that's basically what you're doing. You're reading something. You guys know this is not a micromanagement class. Ms. Lambert ain't going to call you 10 times a day, and I'm not going to tap you on your shoulder if I don't see something submitted. That's why this class is different. Work at your own pace. If you feel like, I don't feel like doing such and such today, that's on you. You got to have motivation to do what you got to do. But, I'm not going to leave you in the wind. Y'all know I'm going to, reach out to you, see what's going on, and get that niche back. Okay, so here's another one. Medical bill and employment questions. That's a course in there. Okay, and some of it does say course because you're learning something. And a lot of what's free, I did put in course instead of the coaching area because it's a course to teach you what you need to know. Okay, and it's basically mostly reading. Okay, mostly reading. I do have quiz that you do have to submit back to me, and that's just to test your knowledge, to see what you retain. Okay, so that's medical bill and employment questions. And these questions right here, they involve what some employers may ask you. Some employers may ask you. So I put as many questions that I can think of that I've asked people, or people I have interviewed, and other people, and to see what's on job descriptions and things like that. I remember when you read those job descriptions, just pay attention to what they're looking for. And remember, when you do a job interview, you're selling yourself, you're marketing yourself. How well can you market yourself better than Katrina? How well can you market yourself better than Jason? So that's what you got to do. And then when you do that, I remember I used to, before I became a teacher, when I was actually becoming a teacher, I used to do videos of myself to see how I look, to see, what am I saying, to see, am I answering the correct questions? Let me see what they might ask me. Let me see, and I derive those questions from the job description. And I call my sister and tell her, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. You gotta watch me. This is how I'm going to do the interview. I used to have Wendy listen to what I'm saying, and Wendy's not gonna give a response, but she'll say, okay, but we still did it. And, that's how we go. Because now, while you guys are home, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do while you're home. Okay, let's move on. Discussion board. I have a coaching session in there on the discussion board. You guys can go in there, read what's in there. Tell me what your goals are. I plan to finish this course in 6 months. I plan to finish this course in XYZ. Send me an email. You can also send me attachments in discussion board. And you guys know I always go on Facebook. Discussion board is anything you want it to be. I'll be on Zoom. I'm going to put that password in there for Zoom. I might put a new current password every time I go on, but I think it's easy for you guys to just keep the same password, because if you guys look at your syllabus, you know when I'm on Zoom. Okay? I don't think I made it, point clear that during those class hours I'm on Zoom. So I'm going to put that on there. But you guys can chime in anytime you want to, but just remember, I'm always on Zoom on Saturday and Sunday in the evening. 5 to 9, I'm always on Zoom, or I'm open in the morning. So you guys can always send me email. I'll get back to you. Okay. So again, discussion board is anything you want it to be. Discussion board can be Facebook. Discussion board can be YouTube. You see something on there, Miss Lambert, what is this? Miss Lambert, why is XYZ? And you guys know, sometimes you guys ask me like intermediate questions, no problem. Sometimes I do put them on Facebook, because other people ask me the same stuff, and those people, I do want them to see, what you guys are asking. Okay, so that's discussion board. Okay, coaching, Microsoft Word and Excel. That's in the coaching portion. That's free. In this section, I let you know that, some hospitals or facilities, they ask you, Microsoft Word, Excel, VLOOKUP and some of those things. So I put some YouTubes in there so you guys can see it, see how to do it. I do have an Excel course, but I don't think it's necessary with all this stuff on YouTube. Just click on it. I mean, YouTube has a beginner class. It's free. So that's why, I dropped that in there, because sometimes when you don't know something, I just pray that it's real that they tell you, just match it up, but YouTube has so much stuff on it, you can find what you want. And you guys know I'm on YouTube, Sapphire Physician Coding. I don't go all the time because sometimes they want, they want more on YouTube, but I can't give them much more when I have a class to do. So just kind of be precarious of that. So I don't put too much on YouTube, but I will put, beginning stuff and, a couple of things just to kind of get people interested in the classroom. Because, if you guys go back to YouTube, go in the beginning. I got a lot of stuff on there about the courses and stuff. Okay, so that's Microsoft Word and Excel. Okay, coaching, how to email instructor. There is a coaching file up there that tells you how to email me or how to contact me. So if you forget my email or you can't find it or XYZ, go into the mainframe and you can see how to get in touch with me. Okay, the coaching DB, I did put a specific, let me get over there. I put a specific coaching file in there just for DB. If you guys just want to go in there and DB me from there, go in there and do discussion board from there. Okay? Coaching goals and target. That coaching tab that's in there, I want y'all to tell me in that file what you want to do. Okay? And it's really a file that's letting you know which way you want to go. Not letting you know, but you tell me which way you want to go. And I just kind of put some highlights in there, kind of give you a little motivation on that. The coaching for coding, there's so much stuff in there. In the coaching for coding file, look in there. That's free. You see stuff, most of this, like I said, most of this stuff is free. The only thing that's really not free are the courses. All right, the coding courses themselves and the billing. So, go in there, coaching for coding. Okay. What else is in there? The SBS chapters. That's step by step. Okay, that's a step by step coding. It says SBS chapter, read, exercise, check off. Now, that's the sheet right here, okay? What I did, the step-by-step book, the chapters, I made a course for you guys. And in that course, it just pretty much has, did you complete the exercise? Did you complete the essay? That's pretty much in there. And you're just kind of check that off. And it has the chapters that relates to the page that you're going to be tested on, okay? So that's the exercise in the book. Did you read your chapter? Did you do the exercise? Did you do the essay? Same thing for the CPC chapter. This is pertaining to the CPC book itself. See, CPC chapter, read, exercise, and cases. Okay? The CO means check off. Okay? At the end of this, it just says students to send all attachments via comment. Now, you can also, let me see. Well, yeah, you can send me attachment through comments too. That's fine, because when I open that, every day I'll check that and see who sent me a comment. Or, I'll get a flag that somebody's put a comment on there. What you're going to do is just attach it to that area. Let's see. I'm going to upload this again. I ain't going to do it again because y'all know I've been uploading this for a minute. Every time somebody asks me something, I'll try to put it on there. I don't want to forget nothing. That's why I don't want you to print it. Because if I change something on here, you'll have it in download, and then I don't have to, I don't want to be concerned about you guys printing all this paper. So, I used to do a lot of printing before too, but I don't really do it no more. I don't do too much printing anymore. So those are your courses. Okay, this says prereq beginner step-by-step course. This is it here. A lot of this is your prereq. You see this? This is your prereq course, the ICD-10-CM. You got to learn how to do the ICD-10-CM before you start jumping into coding. So that's a lot of reading. And again, I'm going to upload the lesson and that course. You guys can play as much as you want to, but, again, you guys can get in on the live session. No problem. So you're going to put the course date here, the date you started, begin your reading date, that goes here, your task date. There's it's pretty much the same thing. Your course date, your read date, your task date. This is a CPT start date, course begin reading date, and your CPT task date. The tasks I already put in there, so don't worry about that. You see some courses that have tasks in there. Those tasks I created. Okay, I just uploaded them for you. This is also a prereq. The SBS is a prereq. The SBS, again, is a step-by-step book. Okay, I'm already 17 minutes in. You guys know I'm always initiative on time, but this might be a long video, but not really. I'm just going to kind of show you how to go in here and document. See, all you're going to do is read this liner right here. Okay, your dates are going to go here. That's your start date. Let me show you something. You see where it says SBS chapter 1? Your start date goes here when you started reading that. Okay, when you started reading that, you can't really see it. I might have to drop this down so you guys can see that these actually go with this. So your video, when did you read your video? Put your date here. So whatever's right here corresponds with this. All right, let me move down to one that's actually together. You can see it. Because every time I move it down, it adds a page. But, that's why I said don't print it. I'll probably end up moving that down because you guys got to see that together. You see how this is together? This is what you're supposed to see. So it says course enrollment date. Put it right here. Okay. Step 1, medical billing start date. Okay. You can put it there. That's fine. I'll put the book that you're supposed to use right here. Material, insurance handbook. Okay. Billing. Okay. Start date here. Date you started the video. See, it says view archive course video. That's the video that I made. Just like this video I'm making now, that's the same video. Same video. Okay, like you can listen to the video as you are looking at your courses, or see how I'm doing this document if you want to kind of follow along. Okay, same thing. Step 4, start your medical billing reading. Check the box. Here's the box. Check the box. Okay, same thing down here. That's all medical billing, all the way up to chapter 12. Okay, this is again another prereq course. That's your medical terminology. You see, same thing. When did you start? When did you start? When did you read your video? First chapter is basic word structure. When did you start it? When did you read it? When did you do your video? When did you do your tasks? Oh, this right here, you know what I put right here? The ebook. Some of you guys are not ebook friendly. That's fine. You guys can go to Thrift and order that book for about $10. That's the language of medicine book. Don't go get no new one. I mean, you can if you want to. You can if you want to. Well, they still have the same stuff in here. That's not something you're going to use on your CPC exam. So, remember, we focus on the CPC exam. That's what we focus on, Insurance handbook, that's the same thing. Okay. Let me point out the workbook. The workbook as well. The workbook stuff is here. So let me see if you're in basic word structure, right? That's task 1. That's task 1. If you right here, right, and it says retrieve your insurance workbook, I'm telling you now it's time for you to go ahead and start your exercises in that book. Okay, so that's what you're going to put right here. This one is the MT quiz. And this is the MT quiz that the instructor has given you. That's here. They're already loaded. So when you go in there, you see them already loaded already. Okay. Same thing. You guys can see the medical terminology has 22 sections. There's 22 sections in that course, okay? This is literally the whole book that you guys are going to go through, okay? Do you have to read your whole book step by step? No. But I would expect you to go through each chapter as much as you can, because you guys got to send me back those tasks, all right? You got to pass with a 70 and better, okay? There's some more stuff that I do have over here. So this is just another course. Number 10 is live lessons, reviewing SBS exercises in the chapter. Okay, that's the video. Okay, that's the chat lesson. Okay, this course is your coding course. Okay, you guys see me messing with stuff in here, don't worry about it. Same thing. The only difference was it just doesn't say prereq, because once you finish all that above, it's time for you to start doing your coding. Okay, now you guys will see SBS book again down here. This is when you're going to go back into your SBS book. Chapter 11 is when you're going to start actually functionally doing the coding. Okay, the other chapters from 1 through 10 are pretty much how do I code? What is this? Why is it 5 characters? Where do I, find the index? Where do I find the tabulars? That's 1 through 10. That's the know-how portion. This section here is the let's get to the dirty. Okay, so you got this all the way up to SBS chapter 23. So this is where you're going to get to the dirty at. Okay, I didn't put the name of the chapters in here because I didn't think it was necessary. I did put the name of the chapters in that SBS course. It says the same thing, SBS reading exercise. You're going to go in there and check off that you did it. Every time you go in there, let's say you go into SBS chapter 11, Ms. Lambert has a note in there for you to check off. Did you do the reading? Yes. Did you do the essay? Yes. Did you do the exercise? Yes. Then you're going to go on the bottom where it says comments, and then you're going to be like, Ms. Lambert, I finished. Okay? So that's what I want you to do with that. Let me see something here. Okay, the second part of this video, I'm going to go in the classroom and show you what I'm talking about, where I want you to put the comments at. All right, so again, course enrollment. Okay, this is the CPC portion. Now, when you get to this session, let me move over because I can see it all. You can't see it. When you get to the CPC course, the coding for the CPC course, it's the same thing. You're going to read it and you're going to do the questions. Okay, and it tells you the same thing. When did you enroll in the course? Okay, did you read, did you look at the archive video, or was you in on the live shot? You can be in on the live shot, it doesn't matter. Either way, you can talk to me, whether we're live or whether you're sending me a text, email, or a comment. This also says lecture course. Okay, the lecture course is the same thing. The lectures are each one, and the course is pretty much the whole thing. Okay, muscle skeleton, digestive system, integumentary. Okay, you're pretty much reading all that. And look, you're going to go by this. You're going to go by this right here. Don't look at the numbers because you always got to go in there and fix the numbers. Okay, all right. So that's pretty much it. You don't need to put your name on every sheet unless you want to, Lymphatic system, male urinary course. You guys know I just finished the male urinary course. If you want, you can go in there and get that. Okay. I did have an extra credit sheet. This is an extra credit sheet right here. This you actually can do because we're going to go over this, okay? The CPC Guide Chapter 1, The Business of Medicine. CPC Guide Chapter 2, Medical Terminology and Anatomy. CPC Guide Chapter 3, Introduction to ICD-10-CM and Introduction to CPT. We're going to go over all that anyway. The Business of Medicine. I'm going to do the Business of Medicine lesson. I'm going to put it in the medical billing. It will be in the second section, okay? The 2, 3, and 4, you can do on your own. But I still will have a lesson in on that. You'll see it because the ICD-10-CM and the CPT and the terminology, it's already in there. Remember, your course is based on CPC. Your goal is to pass your CPC. Some of you who are not going that far, that's fine. You don't have to worry about all the extra stuff. Just get your beginner start. Just get your feet wet. What is this? Just get your feet wet, okay? Those of you who are going all the way, it's going to take time for you to learn this. It's not going to be an overnight fix. Trust me. Ms. Lambert I update the classroom all the time. I update things in there. You guys ask me, and I think you need to know I do put it in there. So just be precarious to that. Anytime I have to update something, when you go in there, it's already updated. Let's say I update something today, which I got to go in here and update this sheet again. When I go in here, I'll update it, then I'll put the sheet back in there. When you go in there, let's say you went in there today, and I did a change, this morning, and you go in there at 3 o'clock, you're going to see the change. You're not going to see the old stuff. You're going to see the change. So that's why I said don't go printing nothing out. And, unless you want to. And, this is how you get to know your instructor. It's like you know your teacher. Well, you all know Miss Lambert make all these updates all the time. Don't print nothing out. I wouldn't print anything out unless I really had to. Because I'm not going to make any superficial changes. I'm just, dot here or dot there or something like that. But basically, it will be the same. Now, this does not go on YouTube. It does not go on YouTube. This goes in the classroom. And yes, sometimes I do put stuff on Facebook. But these type of things, I don't put on Facebook and I don't put on YouTube. So remember, you guys, let me know what you need. Contact me. Let's see, let's see what we can do. And remember, I always have some type of promo going on. Well, I ain't gonna say all the time, but I do have promos going on a lot of times, especially holidays. What's coming up? Valentine's Day. I'm gonna have one for Valentine's Day, so look up for that one. I don't know which course I'm gonna open, but whatever it is, there'll be a promo code. Once you open the course, it's open for life. Okay, I'm pretty sure it'll be a $25 course. So watch out for that $25 coupon. But again, I'm gonna shoot through this again. Make sure it's good, because once something that I do is straight and it's good and I'm satisfied with, we're all right. Unless you guys ask me something and I want to put it in there so everybody can know about it. But I'm gonna go over this and we're gonna take a look at it again. And those of you who don't know anything about billing, don't know anything about coding, buy the book. Buy the book. You can go on Amazon and buy the book if you want to. You can buy the book in the course. It's $19.69. Buy the book so you can read what's going on. Okay? Buy the book. Go to Amazon.com. You guys can buy my book, Medical Billing and Coding Q&A. Okay? And remember, in some of these sessions, I have the book in there already. Some of these sessions, I have the book in there. Okay? You won't know that until you go in there. Or you probably won't know which one is in until you actually go in there. But, I know how it is in class. You be all gunning ho. Oh, I was so already. And then 2 weeks later, I am not doing X, Y, Z. Now, this is why I broke the courses up into different phrases. Because if you say you're going to do it and then all of a sudden you lose interest, it's okay. I'm going to come after you. But, I'm going to let you come in it on your own. Okay? So I'm going to end this. And look out for the next video. I'm going to drop a video in the orientation 1 so you guys can get a clear understanding of how the class goes, which I do have. I have a lot of stuff in there on how the class goes. Just, read all the stuff. You don't have to read it all the time. Just go ahead and read it. And that kind of orientation stuff you can print out. It's okay. The orientation you can print out. Now, this one, I don't recommend you to print out because I'm always updating it. Okay, but that's up to you. Even if you print it out, you could always write a change on it that I did. Okay, so you guys have a good day. It's 10:09. I'm still in the classroom at 10 o'clock. So on Fridays, I am in the classroom at 10 o'clock. That's discussion board. So send me something if you need to, email, whatever, and we'll figure it out. Okay, you guys have a good day.